Hello everyone, today we are going to teach you how to change your own brake pads. First, set up the car and remove the wheels. The brake pads we're changing today are inside this caliper, one inside and one outside. First we need to remove the calipers. These two bolts can be found behind the caliper. Remove them. Do not hang the caliper after taking it out, so it is easy to damage the brake tube. You can hang it with a hook like I did. Then take off the brake pads, outside and inside, a total of 2 pieces. How to tell if your brake pads need to be replaced? 1. Thickness. Need to check if your brake pads are toast? Just eyeball the friction material. If it's thinner than 5 millimeters, time to chuck those old pads and get fresh ones in there. Check that metal tab on the side of your brake pads. Normally, it doesn't even touch the rotor, but when the pads get worn down, that tab grinds against the rotor and makes that annoying screeching sound. That's your car basically yelling, "Yo, time for new brake pads." Additionally, check the flatness. If there are linear grooves, it's likely caused by debris like stones getting lodged and grinding into the surface. In such cases, your brake disc is probably damaged too and should be replaced along with the pads. In such cases, your brake rotor is probably damaged too and should be replaced along with the pads. Additionally, inspect whether the inner and outer brake pads have uniform thickness. If they are uneven, this indicates a sticking caliper, for example, seized slide pins or uneven pressure, requiring disassembly, cleaning, and re-lubrication of the caliper guide pins. Now you can attach the new brake pads to the caliper slide first. Here I replaced both the brake rotor and the brake pad. Before reinstalling the caliper, compress the piston. Worn pads make pistons overextend. New thick pads need piston reset to fit. When you push the piston back, the brake fluid reservoir might overflow. Loosen the cap to vent air. If it's too full, just suck some fluid out with a syringe or turkey baster. When slapping the caliper back on, torque those bolts to spec with a torque wrench. Finally, you can put the wheels back on. Drop the car back to the ground, tighten the bolts with a torque wrench, and you're done. Before you drive off, stomp the brake pedal hard a few times until it feels rock solid. That squishes the pads tight against the rotor. No spongy business.